gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog. This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know where Mace, Potts, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot. You'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, and head.
Coach, they love their crab cakes and they love their football. That's what Maryland does. And we are at M&T Bank Stadium down near the Inner Harbor of Baltimore. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Baltimore Ravens. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
What we got? What we got? What we got? Hey, look.
They'll run on first down. It's Thomas. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first. On first down, Thomas. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That really sets him back. A loss of 6. So back at the midfield stripe now. They'll come up second and long. Young now from the 50. And finding the tight end Hooper. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
To throw, Young. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Bengals will take over here first and 10.
Down, 30 base.
58, come on. I got one, I got one.
They run with Sayers. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Benardrick McKinney, a first-time Pro Bowler a season ago, in on the tackle there. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. Throw right side is caught by Biletnikoff. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. A run at Sayers right side. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this being a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, to have that dagger play, to have that play and just finish them off right now, because I think they'd love to give them that big advantage early.
Damon Harrison, the one on the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 43-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Defense wins championships, baby. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot. Let's go. Go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
2nd and 9 now. He's going to air one out. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
He'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Daniil Hunter, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. To punt it away on 4th down, here's Drew Kaiser. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Joker. Switch. Check 99.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Thomas. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down. Now a play fake here on 1st down.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Let's go. Ready? Check Mike 47. Watch the out. Watch the ship.
Young working out of the gun. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Johnson, the intended target, and it's 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
From the 39, Young. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. Now after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run it here with Bordas. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. Here's Young from the shotgun. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
So they'll pass on what would have been a 49-yard field goal attempt, and they're going for it on 4th down.
Check. 26. Check. Jam.
Here's Young throwing on 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Thomas. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
That's what I'm talking about.
On 2nd down, it's Thomas. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. But keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9. And they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. From the shotgun, it's Young. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Let's go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. A run. This is Sayers. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a 1st down. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
10 yards there on a Bengal 1st. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Hey, wahoo!
Now Sayers. In on the stop, it was the UCF product, Shaquem Griffin.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Single. Hey, zoom. Check 31. Now. Watch the screen. Fight.
They'll set up a throw. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out now joy, right?
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now Young. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down. The Ravens on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 2. Young will set to throw. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, here I come. Here I come, front. Here I come. Here I come. Take 4. Mike.
Out of the gun, it's Young.
I got you, boy.
And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. This quarterback now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Again, it's Young. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards the pickup there. Good for a Raven first. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And Young's throw there incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Check 3.
On 2nd down, Young again. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
That's going to be caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. They go play action. Young. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Austin Hooper. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead is now 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. A big play there just before halftime. 52 yards. So all of a sudden with that run, maybe now a chance for points here.
It's a total mind shift, isn't it? Because what you were saying before was, hey, let's just get out of here, get the half over with. Instead, we can get some points now.
They'll run with a Hall of Famer, Sayers. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. Give him 17 at a Cincinnati first down.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Ready, set. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. Let's get it together, defense.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things.
53, check 53. It's going to be a long game for you. Check the backer, check the backer. Check 37, check 37. He's checking, he's checking. 80 weapon. Crash, crash. Shift, shift. Check, check. Lucky, lucky.
On second down now, it's Holmes. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up first and goal.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
He's coming. We got double up.
On the give, this is Sayers.
Kill, turn up.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Second and goal from inside the 5.
You ain't got nothing. You ain't got defense.
Here's a give now to Sayers. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Bengals are once again going to retake the lead. Extra point by Badgley up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Young. He gets this one to Johnson. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first.
Let's go.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now the Pro Bowl kicker, Aldrich Rosas. Last year, he hit one from 57. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Second in inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they do.
Looking to throw, Young. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. Possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Coming this way, here we go, here we go.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Check 59, Mike is 59, Mike to 59. Here we go. 59.
And the blitz does come. Looking for his tight end Clay, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. Trying to get it to Clay that time. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Another shot from the one on second, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to regain the lead. They were able to stop him at the line on first down, but this time he punches his way through.
And sometimes just because you're stopped on the first run, it doesn't mean the play call was bad or incorrect. You might just need better execution and just a tad more determination. And they got it done on the second try.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. He's going to air one out. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
On 3rd down, Holmes. And This effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Hey, my 7. 53, 53, Mike. All day, man, all day. Check, 53's Mike. Check, 53's Mike. Now.
They'll try and throw for it here. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. After the big play, a chance to finish now. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys have now moved out in front. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what do we go?
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Able to get there and pick it. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 11. And the return will stop right around the 25. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. The 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
23 yards on the play. So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Operating from the gun, Young. And the catch made by Johnson. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. 1st and 10, Young. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Young to throw it. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Derek Kindred there to get a hand on that one.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
47's the mic. 47's the mic. Here we go.
Young throwing again. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. They'll throw again. Young. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now what can they do here on 2nd and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to
And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? To throw is Young. From the gun, he'll throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now a give, running left, it's Sayers. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Check 43. Check 166. Bullet high. Kill.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. And that's 61. Matchbox Mike.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Past the 20, and all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. And he is finally brought down at the Ravens 13. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what...
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A great effort there with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year. And the Bengals take advantage of the turnover to put up 6. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now. And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now a give, right side. Thomas. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Young now. And that is incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, Young. This is Johnson. He's got it. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. Wow, first and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Sammy Watkins, his first touchdown on the year, as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the fourth quarter. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
Let's get in there. Let's get in there.
It's Young off play action. He'll buy some time right. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the fourth. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted to tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done. Get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Gonna give this time to the tailback. Evades the tackler, and now some space. The 40, 20, 10, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. 72 yards. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Hey, that QB's trash. Let's click him.
Now a first down throw for Young. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
All day. That's it. After you. I'm coming after you. Alert flare.
On play action, Young. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. It'll be Young again. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. To throw, Young. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. So they decline the penalty. That seems a little odd.
I'm trying to work through it and work with them to figure out why.
Well, someone's got to be confused.
That's what I think. I'm pretty sure that the bench is saying take the penalty, and somehow in the heat of the moment, they thought they were saying decline the penalty, and that's going to work against them. They should have taken it.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Check 31, check 31.
Topper!
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike the 59.
Leo! Go!
Now a handoff looking right. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Protein spill.
Time go. Switch. Slam. Check three.
49, check 49.
Smooth. Watch twist. Quick the edge. Go.
Hard.
Underground.
They'll try and run for it.
Go.
And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. Going deep here for Watkins. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Young working out of the gun. It's caught. Jones. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Young to throw it. Got a man open, it's Ross. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. From the red zone now, Young. Dancing to his left. And he's going to keep it here.
They don't want it, fellas. They don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
Go now. 59.
Young.
Watch screen.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Derek Morgan in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Here's Young. This is caught. Watkins. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Sammy Watkins with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. A very important extra point there, up and good, and we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football.
Well, that sets up a big 3rd down. Now the decision has to be, do you run it here and play for OT, or do you go ahead and press it downfield?
They'll try and run for it with Sayers, and he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter.
Come on, set, 8, read. Hey, orbit.
Let him know. Mike's 59. Mike's 59. Oh, here we go. Oh.
Now back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
It's going to be a long day. 59 Mike, 59 Mike. Check, 59. Watch the run, watch the run. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist.
Hey, zoom.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9".
Ready?
2nd and long. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. Boy, Charles, what a critical call in a tie game late.
You want to have the tight coverage. You don't want to cause the penalty. Pass interference in this case, remember, it's a yardage foul in the NFL, a spot foul where it occurs.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
I'm coming. Check it out.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They've just likely won this thing in regulation.
And that score in this time frame, that's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out of nowhere, almost, it appears, they get it done. How about that score?
Finishes like this is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
So glad that we got to be here to watch this one.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at it from the defense's perspective.
And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it, because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So for the Bengals, Their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3, and they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.